You know, when you drive by a prairie like this on the highway, you don't really see it for what it's worth. Folks just go right on by and don't really understand the value that it is to the ecosystem and ultimately to them.
I don't think I thought about prairies at all until I understood them.
Look at there.
Wow. Oh my gosh, yeah. The average Texan probably doesn't feel they have a need to worry about prairies.
Yeah, look over there.
Oh, look. Like most Texans, I just saw grass and I saw unmowed grass. And I didn't think about what importance they held and how many different species that they served. But I think everyone, even people who don't own land, should have an understanding of the prairies need to be protected, whether you own it or not.
Picture.
Everyone thinks about the Amazon rainforest as being one of the most endangered ecosystems in the world, and it is certainly, but grasslands in North America are equally as endangered and imperiled.
I think they're very simple, and you break them down into bullet points. They are the grocery store, they are the carbon sequestration, their water filtration, protection from flooding, their nesting material, their habitat, their recreation, and it's a whole living ecosystem.
When you do nothing in these prairies over a period of time, those perennial grasses will eventually dominate.
Elder Prairie Preserve is a 203-acre protected prairie owned by Native Prairies Association of Texas. It was donated to us after Virginia Elder's passing. She wanted to see this property protected in perpetuity for wildlife.
So you see these like earthworm castings here, mole cricket.
The Fayette Prairie chapter of Native Prairies Association of Texas is critical in working with landowners across this region. These chapter leaders are landowners and they're helping other landowners, their neighbors, people in their community learn the right tools for stewardship and care for the land. We did it.
In Houston, particularly, people should care about the prairies because it's a sponge, and the water that doesn't run off here won't run into their homes in Houston. So the whole coastal prairie will absorb that water before it ends up in their neighborhoods up the road. And so these prairies here protect the people that are living in Houston. This work is so important in order to hold these prairies intact. Our problem is not enough people understand the importance and not enough people understand the urgency. Thousands of acres of prairie are being purchased and developed every day. With only 1% of the historical prairie left, it's really imperative that we protect what we have before it's all gone. Because once it's gone, once you've put cement on a prairie, you can't undo that.
This area in between the Houston, Austin, and Waco area is really being fragmented at a rapid pace.
And once they're fragmented, then piecing it back together is next to impossible.
We walked through here last year, this was a big goldenrod patch.
Anytime that we can entice someone to stop, slow down, and learn about prairies, we're one step closer to getting advocates to continue the work of protecting prairies.
I really didn't realize that prairies were important to the state of Texas. I didn't realize that they were a unique type of landscape. I just thought that it was a bunch of open land.
A lot of times when we plant restorations, folks
I definitely understand now that the plant communities that they support, the wildlife that they support, the entire support for the food web comes from the prairies. So I now have a much different understanding of what a prairie means than I did when I first started looking for land in the country.
Without a group like this, your ability to make change quickly is shortened. When you have the ability of somebody to expand that message for you, and it's not just one voice in the wilderness, it's a really big deal to save these systems that are becoming so unique and rare on the landscape compared to what they used to be.
So I love these, this love grass and this little blue stem.
The value is much more important than the monetary value. The value is the protection of the land. And I have a granddaughter. My granddaughter inherits what I do. And if I don't take care of this land, She doesn't get to see what we're seeing. When she gets stressed, she says, I need to go touch grass. She needs grass to touch. Prairie doesn't just feed wildlife. It feeds our souls. Our well-being relies on it. You can't let that get away from you. That's worth protecting.